awards and recognition, acknowledging elected officials, Jackson County employees, and community members who model exemplary service and dedication.
Abuse investigations can be emotionally challenging. In serious fields like this, it's important to approach each new investigation with a level head and good attitude. Shelley Piver of Jackson County Health and Human Services is the embodiment of that, serving as a ray of sunshine for all those around her. Shelley possesses a wealth of knowledge which she is consistently willing to share. For her ability to bring kindness, empathy, humor, and knowledge to each circumstance she faces, Shelley Piver has earned our February Employee of the Month Award.
Shelley Piver began working for the Jackson County in January of 2006 as a skills trainer in the mental health program for the Health and Human Services Department, which I'm the liaison to, thus the reason why I have the microphone.
Okay.
She then transitioned to a Qualified Mental Health Associate 2 position, and in 2017, a Services Coordinator in the Development Disabled Services, where she provided support to individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. In July of 2021, she assumed her current position as an HHS Adult Abuse Investigator. Shelley possesses an extensive wealth of knowledge that is consistently eager to share. She is highly respected by state and community partners, colleagues, and the individuals she serves across the county. Her ability to bring kindness, empathy, humor, and professionalism to each circumstance, even in exceedingly challenging or emotional investigations, is truly inspiring. Shelley represents a significant asset to HHS and our community. Mr. Mike Sweeney, Supervisor for Developmental Disability Services, said, "Having worked with Shelley for more than a decade now, I can say she genuinely cares about the work she does and about the community she serves. In addition to her excellent work, she also has a fantastic sense of humor and the kindness and personality that makes it easy for her to build connections with anyone she meets." Shelley, on behalf of the Jackson County Board of Commissioners, congratulations on being selected as February's Employee of the Month, and thank you for your outstanding dedicated service to the citizens of Jackson County.
Well, one thing I know about developmental disabilities is how challenging and difficult it is to work in that department. And it takes a special personality. Obviously, you have that. And obviously, you're a resilient type because you actually made it here today. That's saying something. But like I say, reading through the bio there, it just shows me that you are that special type of personality that can excel and do the work that's so difficult and so vital. So we appreciate it and congratulations.
Thank you.
I too just want to say congratulations, and I can say more about the accolades have been spoken already, and thank you for your service and your dedication. And it even shows, like say, by all of you and you, Shelley, by being here this morning with us. So thanks for coming in. And we have a plaque that says February 2025 Employee of the Month presented to Shelley Piver with our gratitude for your outstanding performance and dedicated service to Jackson County. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Shelley, I've known you for about 10 years. I can say this, your background in mental health and then as a DD case manager really set the groundwork for you to be an investigator. What people don't know is investigations is very tightly wrapped into a statewide system for abuse and investigations for adults. Shelley's overall attitude and ability to manage stressful situations has made her a perfect fit. So well deserved.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it. Thank you. And Stacy.
I would just say the fact that you have ridden all the bumpy rides of mental health is what prepared her for you.
Yes, it's true.
So what I was telling Rick was like, what do you say? And I said, well, I am going to say that I've always found Shelley to be kind of a ray of sunshine. If you're having a bad day and you happen to cross paths with her, she always has a smile. She's always funny, which I appreciate. And I do just love the good quality work you do. And I know that we're really thankful to be able to have you as our staff. So congratulations.
Thank you. No, just thank you. Thanks for everyone being here.
Sometimes when people talk about how funny you are, we have you tell your best joke.
Oh, I don't think they're appropriate.
So
Thanks everyone. No. Yeah, that's my joke. No, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I enjoy my job and everyone I work with, and yeah, that's it.
Congratulations.
Thanks so much.
Safe community. Ongoing developments in public safety, law enforcement, and community justice. At Jackson County Community Justice, it is important to reflect on new trends and developments to grow in the future. In this meeting, with new measures, practices, and data to interpret, we reviewed important trends that occurred in 2024 with our criminal justice system throughout our different outstanding departments that we're constantly looking to improve.
But I will say overall, things are looking better in our county, which is great. You've heard this is nothing new. The lack of public defender availability or credits or whatever it is. Currently, we have about 950 defendants who are out of custody that are waiting for an attorney. And that is represent about 1,150 cases in our criminal justice system that are kind of in what I'll call purgatory. Senate Bill 48, again, a couple years ago, that changed our forced release numbers quite a bit because there's certain offenses that we can't hold individuals in custody for. The Measure 110 reform, since September 1st, when that went into effect, there's been 727 arrests. I think that's the highest in the state. Very busy, Medford PD with the lion's share of that. And then on October 8th, deflection went live. Essentially, that's a law enforcement, basically diversion from the criminal justice system is the hope. So right now we have about 32 participants, and that was as of Monday. 14 were unsuccessful, 12 passed, and 6 are in the process. So not terrible for being in a new program. Numbers are numbers. I always tell people what's the smell and eye test as you drive around town and how you feel. And I think just overall coming out of COVID and looking around the valley, we're better. And I can just tell you that personally from living here my entire life. Are we out of the woods yet? Is there still work to be done? Absolutely. But it wasn't very long ago that you went down to some of our parks and they were a mess. And there's no other way of putting it. And we're starting to get a handle on that. And I'm so thankful for the work that our folks have done, the Sheriff's Department's done, and making that happen. This is our drug and weapons laws. Now that we have criminalized drugs again, I think you're going to see that number continue to grow. The dim numbers, we have arrested a lot of people for drug offenses. We're at 595 since September 1st. The next closest agency is the Sheriff's Department at 73. So you can see the volume of work that the Medford Police Department has. Just wanted to touch on our encampment survey. We do this twice a year. But back in September of 2019, we had 247 illegal camps inside the city limits of Medford. Our last count this last September, those that we were down to 11.
And then this is just a look at 2023 pending cases. This is off OJD's data, and so this was the last year where they had a county by county comparison. I think they're still working on the data for 2024. And so we were down at the bottom here, and our total number of pending cases, so misdemeanor and felonies, is 9,704 in 2023, which is about the same as Marion County, which was at 9,981. Which Marion County is a much larger county than us. They also have more DDAs. So we continue to be a very busy office. And I think obviously what's contributing to these numbers too is just the statewide public defender issue. Cases are moving, so those numbers are going to continue to grow. And I think also another effect, in my opinion, I may be making an assumption, Danny, but I think the reason our numbers are closer to larger counties with pending cases is our lack of jail space. and that's been a long-standing problem, and it contributes to the backlog of cases. Because when we can't hold people, they can continue to appear with impunity, and then they don't resolve their cases and pick up new cases. And I think the next slide I'm going to show really shows that again. So this is our felony filings per capita compared to other counties. So Lane County, we file on a per capita basis 134% more felonies. Marion, 119% more. Deschutes, 85% more. Washington, 85% more. Multnomah, 67% more. And Marion, 34% more. So I think this again shows just we end up filing more cases here. I know there's other factors. We have very active law enforcement, but I also think our lack of jail space also contributes to us just being busier in our court system, in our DA's office. And I think if we had a larger jail, we'd prevent a lot of crime.
Just as a reminder to folks, community justice is made up of 3 services. So we have the adult services, parole and probation. Our ADIS is also run out of this office. You can see that we had 1,847 adults on supervision. You can see that we're busy with person crimes. As you'll recall, in Oregon, we're probation and post-prison supervision. So our person crimes mostly come to us from the prison. They come out on post-prison supervision. So those are like some of our assaults, homicides, those types of crimes. Person, we're pretty high as well. We have 407. This was our drug crime. We're seeing that number increase quite a bit. Sex crimes are high, and then of course our driving. And then just a breakdown by our gender, 369 females and 1,478 males. And then just a breakdown by the age groups.
Awards and recognition, acknowledging elected officials, Jackson County employees, and community members who model exemplary service and dedication.
Jackson County Roads and Parks is always on the call, thanks to the fantastic group of staff that keep our county safe. Gary Fuhrer, lead equipment operator, has given his absolute best to the county for the past 30 years. Gary is a hard worker and is always working towards the right solutions. Join us in honoring Gary Fuhrer with Jackson County Roads and Parks for his 30 years of service.
For 3 decades, Gary Fuhrer has served the residents of Jackson County in the Roads and Parks Department. Gary began his career with Jackson County in 1995 as a landscape technician. During his tenure as landscape technician, Gary contributed to a team that upheld the stunning landscape that surrounds all county buildings, including the Jackson County Courthouse. Some people may not know, but Gary and his team also manage a significant portion of landscape for the local school districts, including athletic fields, along with interchanges on Interstate 5 and various public areas. Gary is widely recognized for taking pride in his work. 2013. Did you laugh at that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Thought I heard a rumph. In 2013, he transitioned to the road maintenance division and served as an equipment operator, operating a truck while hauling rock, asphalt, and any other materials required for the road maintenance crews. He continued his advancement throughout the department, and in 2020, he transitioned to a lead equipment operator. Gary spends much of his time ensuring that sight lines are clear, using heavy equipment to remove brush from alongside roadways. If you see areas of recently mowed blackberries along a county road, chances are Gary was involved. In Gary's spare time, he enjoys baking and is very well known for his amazing sweet treats. Okay, good to know. Gary, on behalf of the Jackson County Board of Commissioners, congratulations on 30 years of continuous service to Jackson County. You have been a devoted and hardworking employee who consistently offers us your best. Thank you for your dedication to the citizens of Jackson County.
Well, wow, 30 years is a good hunk of a lifetime. That's amazing. And thank you for that service. I particularly like I like to bake. I can relate to that one. Anyway, just congratulations. Thank you for all the work you do for decades for all of our citizens and all of us and for the county. So thank you so much and congratulations.
30 years. That's extremely impressive. You must have been 10 when we hired you at the county. I got to commend you because, 3 decades in service is amazing. So thank you. I like sweet treats as well, but I don't bake them. I like to eat them.
Gary, I just want to say thank you. I've worked with you for a long time. You're everything that letter that Commissioner Dyer read is absolutely accurate about you. You're one of the hardest working people on the road maintenance division team, and that says a lot because we got a lot of hardworking people. So thank you for your dedication. Thank you for your positive attitude that you have every day, and you're always working towards solutions. And I appreciate that very much. So thank you very much. We're lucky to have you on the team.
Just thank you, Gary. Great team member. We worked together for a long time. So glad that we stole you from Landscape, got you on the roadside. Worked out great for both of us, I hope.
Yep, it did.
Thanks again.
Thanks, Jeff.
You want to say anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
You want to give us one of your favorite recipes or anything? Huh?
No.
All right, we'll
now.
look for those online. Well, congratulations and thank you for all you do. 30 years is a long time. They seem to go by quicker and quicker, but thank you and congratulations for what you do.
Thanks.
The Jackson County Sheriff's Office requires dedicated officers and staff to keep our community safe. Leaders like Sergeant Gary Clark make this a reality. Sergeant Clark leads by example and goes out of his way to mentor those around him when they need it. He confronts any challenge with courage and has done so for the past 25 years. Join us in honoring Sergeant Gary Clark with the 25 Years of Service Award.
Sergeant Gary Clark was born and raised in Jackson County and graduated from Ashland High School and Southern Oregon University. He began his career with the Jackson County Sheriff's Office as a corrections deputy on January 20th, 2000. Sergeant Clark progressed through the early years of his career. His passion for learning led him to continuously seek methods to make a positive difference in the jail's environment. He sought out opportunities to train newly hired deputies, interact with the community, and lobby for changes to state law at a legislative level. Never passing up an opportunity to make a difference, Sergeant Clark gladly accepted the responsibilities of becoming a field training officer for newly hired team members, serving multiple terms as a member of the Jackson County Employee Association Executive Board and participating on several formal and informal teams within the jail that focus on improving quality and efficiency. Whether striving to ensure the safety of newly appointed deputies or ensuring that inmate meals are prepared properly, Sergeant Clark confronts any challenge with courage, consistently offering recommendations to the Sheriff's Office and community leaders. In 2007, the Sheriff's Office identified a flaw in Oregon law that allowed, there are no flaws in Oregon laws, are there? Sorry. That allowed the next of kin to control the disposition of a homicide's victim's remains, even if they caused the death. That is a flaw. Sergeant Clark contacted a local representative about the process, which led to a change to the law that was widely supported by the state leaders. In 2021, Sergeant Clark decided to apply his experience as a formal leader, rising to corporal and later being selected as a corrections sergeant. He has continued to impact the corrections division by training and mentoring his teams in a positive and constructive manner. Outside of work, Sergeant Clark has made a significant personal impact on the Sheriff's Office and in the community. For several years, he has been the Sheriff's Santa, initially spreading, why'd they pick you? Just kidding. I meant the beard. Okay. Sergeant Clark met his wife, Alicia, at the Sheriff's Office, and together they have over 45 years of service to the community. Wow, impressive. In their time off, they enjoy traveling and camping with their family. Sergeant Clark will be entering the next chapter in his life later in this year, as he will begin enjoying a well-earned retirement. Congratulations. The county and the Sheriff's Office will miss his leadership and experience and wish him the best in whatever life brings. Sergeant Clark, on behalf of the Jackson County Board of Commissioners, congratulations on 25 years of continuous service to Jackson County. You have been a devoted and hardworking employee who consistently offers us your best. Thank you for your dedication to the citizens of Jackson County.
Well, Sergeant Clark, congratulations and do thank you for 25 years. And not only just putting in the years, but for your leadership and all the difference you've made and even making it fun by being Santa. I think that's amazing. And it's fun making work fun, but it probably is even harder, in correctional environment. But anyway, congratulations on your 25 years, and thank you for serving the citizens of Jackson County.
Congratulations, you made it to the finish line. Most of you probably know that I spent 29 years in law enforcement, and it is not easy, especially being on the correction side. A little tall to be a Santa. Maybe I'm just a little short to be a cop. It's one of those things. But anyway, congratulations. It's amazing. Stepping up and doing something when you saw something wrong with law is incredible. That really means a lot to me to see that you actually took the steps to make something that was wrong right. So very cool. Congratulations.
Well, thank you, Gary, for your service. 25 years is a long time in corrections. And I think aside from the things that were mentioned by Commissioner Dyer, you've set an example that someone can complete a career in corrections, and you've been a leader for all of our new employees. We have a lot of them, and you've taken a very impactful role in developing and mentoring those individuals. And your community involvement has meant a lot to our organization, build bridges in our community. I just really appreciate everything you and your wife, Felicia, have done for our organization. So thank you, and I'm going to let Josh talk a little bit.
It's hard talking after 4 other people because I have nothing new to say. I've had the pleasure of working with Gary for most of that career, and it's not typical for somebody to choose to remain in corrections the whole time and come through it with kind of such a positive outlook on things. And I can tell you that with Gary, we talked about some of the fun. Some of the fun was a little over the top at times. He's one of our best practical jokers probably throughout the career. I've been yelled at multiple times for Gary's practical jokes. But it was always good-hearted, and it was always good-natured, and I think it really kind of speaks to the ability to survive the career, like the sheriff mentioned, like keeping it light. He's going to leave. Not often do people leave in a good place, and Gary gets to do that and go be with his family. We're excited, and thanks for everything you've done for us. So, appreciate it.
I've been called worse than Jerry. Thank you.
And a few words. Well, thank you again. 25 years of service, especially as Josh says, in corrections is a difficult job, and I know it takes a special character, special kind of person, and appreciate everything you've done. Sorry to see you go, but thank you for 25 years of great service.
At Jackson County Health and Human Services, we'll always take good care of the veterans in our area who are in need. Tanya Flockoy has been recognized as one of the best veteran services officers throughout the county and is regularly requested by new veteran clients. Tanya is also fantastic at training and deserves the highest level of recognition for the impact that she's had on so many veterans and their families. Join us in honoring Tanya Flockoy with the 25 Years of Service Award.
Tanya Flockoy began working for Jackson County in 1998 as an extra help family advocate at the Hope Chest, a resource center for mothers and children. In 2000, she was hired as a full-time Health Assistant 2 employee for the Healthy Start program at Jackson County Public Health. Tanya worked to improve the health outcomes of high-risk women, infants, and their families, and as part of that role, she was responsible for conducting weekly home visits and worked closely with Child Protective Services in an effort to keep children in a safe environment. In 2004, Tanya transitioned to the maternal and child health programs, where, in addition to continuing her work with high-risk families, she worked as a case manager for the HIV program. In 2007, Tanya transitioned again to an Office Assistant 3 for the Veteran Service Office, but then quickly took on the role of Veteran Service Officer 2. Tanya has proven to be dependable when staffing levels decreased, consistent in providing primary training, technical assistance, and oversight to less experienced and new team members. Focus on learning and applying the ever-changing laws that provide the comprehensive package of benefits and services, and compassionate with veterans and their families as they navigate the difficult and overburdened Veterans Benefit Administration. Throughout the county, Tanya is recognized by many as one of the best veteran services officers and is regularly requested by new veteran clients. She deserves high-level recognition for positively and significantly impacting the lives of veterans and their families, and for her long-term commitment to Jackson County. Tanya, on behalf of the Jackson County Board of Commissioners, congratulations on 25 years of continuous service to Jackson County. You have been a devoted and hardworking employee who consistently offers us your best. Thank you for your dedication to the citizens of Jackson County.
Well, Tanya, I guess once again, devotion and dedication and leadership, this kind of goes hand in hand with the 25 years. And just congratulations and thank you for your service and for all you've done.
It's amazing what you've done in the course of 25 years. Your background's incredible. I truly appreciate what you're doing for the veterans of Jackson County. That really means a ton. So thank you and congratulations.
Amazing, again, when we have all these employees back to back and what they do. And it is your areas, the different areas that you served in are also important, but they're also so different. So I'm sure you had to retrain many, many times, but obviously did it extremely well. Appreciate your service. And again, thank you for what you do and congratulations.
Well, I'd like to say not only has she had to retrain herself, I'm sure multiple times over, but she has been a huge trainer for all of us that are there. She has been there longer than all of us, and she's done an amazing job. We wouldn't be where we are without what you have done to help our department, and so I'm so thankful for you and so thankful that you chose to stay with Veteran Services for as long as you have. And I just want to say thank you so much for your contributions to our department and to the county as a whole, because you have been amazing.
Thank you, Tanya. As you were reading that, you can see how many high-risk positions she has been in and the really vulnerable people we have served through many of our programs. And the fact she has stayed at the VSO as a VSO in the Veteran Services Office. She was really the glue that held that group together all through COVID. And she really is just a gem. I think all of our VSOs really do a lot of work. They're kind of unsung heroes unto themselves. But Tanya, you really do have the reputation of not just giving your heart, but also your soul to your work. And I know that you're appreciated by not just your manager, but also your coworkers. So thank you for your years of service.
I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'll save my words for the veterans.
Perfect. That's good place to save it for.
Thank you for joining us for this close-up look at the stories that matter most to you. We hope you feel a little more connected to the people and places that make Jackson County such a special place to live.